Well, social networking has become a way of life for just about everyone these days, including me, an on-air personality. But what happens when what you use to connect to your family and your job suddenly slips away from you? It's something I had to find out the hard way. I've reported about this all the time, but never thought I'd become the story. Somehow someone hacked into my Facebook account, changing my profile information to an Ann Morrison. And this hacker even deleted my picture albums that I worked hard to put together over the years. I needed help sorting this all out, so I decided to pay WACH Fox's technology expert, Steven Miano, a visit.
With your account having been compromised, they've gone in and they've changed your face, they've changed your name, so your account on Facebook no longer says Fraendy.
Right.
And they've also changed the email address that these emergency notifications go to.
Which means even if Facebook sends you an email about changes to your profile, you won't be able to access your personal email account to figure it out. But fortunately for me, my personal email account is synced to my BlackBerry and I don't have to sign in to get emails. So once Facebook noticed a password change was requested on my profile page, a notification was sent, and that's how I knew something was wrong. So now Steven Miano is actually working through with Facebook to try to get my account back in good standings. At this point, there's a step that I have to go through, and it seems like I'm going to have to find some trusted friends to help me to get out of this one.
So what we've done is we went to DEFCON 4. Basically, we're picking 3 of your friends who you can contact via phone. They've got a super secret code that they're going to give you. You put in those 3 codes, and then they basically lock your account for 24 hours to keep the bad guys from turning right back around and doing the exact same thing.
At this point, I have to wait for the powers that be at Facebook to investigate the claim and turn my account back to me. All too well, ladies and gentlemen. WACH Fox's tech expert Steven Miano is here. And Steven, let's get straight to it. I had the opportunity to get a chance to go to a computer expert as yourself.
Yes.
To get some help with this hacking fiasco that happened to me. What if someone's not so lucky? What do they do if they can't go find a computer expert?
Well, that's a tough question. Okay, fortunately, most social media sites and banks, all these, they have departments dedicated to this sort of thing because
Right.
it's a rampant problem. So with Facebook, for example, if you go to their help center, you can type in, my account was hacked, and there's a whole list of things to do to start you on the process. Most people, you get an email that says, hey, there's weird activity on your account, we're going to lock your account down to make sure this is legitimate. It went beyond that, for you, for
Right.
example. And your account, not only was your account hacked, but your email address was taken control of.
Yeah.
So that's why they did the whole, find 3 people that you know that you can call on the phone, and they'll give you the secret code, and then you have to do a dance and sacrifice a chicken. And there's steps in place, and those are good
Right,
because
right.
they actually prove that you're a real person and not the person pretending to be you.
Exactly. It was actually something, like I said in the piece, that you kind of report it all the time, but you have no idea that it's actually going to happen to you. Now, you talked about the friends case. Now, one other thing too as well, many folks' emails accounts are attached to their Facebook.
Yes.
And what happens when that's the only email you have and you can't retrieve it because it's been hacked now?
Yeah, so we're also going to have to do this with your other your email account to try and
Right.
reclaim that. Fortunately, they have these policies in place that allow you to use alternate methods to prove that
Right.
you are who you are. In some cases you have to submit government-issued ID, and I'm not going to go so far as to say a blood sample, but I mean it can get pretty involved. And part of the reason is Facebook, for example, ties into so many other websites.
Absolutely,
where you
yeah.
can log in and create an account using your Facebook credentials.
Yeah.
To simplify the process of signing up for a service.
Yeah.
But when something like this happens, suddenly you're packed all across the board.
One thing to also notice, we're talking about different notices that are sent out. Like for me, I use the email address here at the station when I talk to,
Yeah, you got a notice
right.
saying, hey, to finish this process, do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Ironically, last night I got an email from PayPal saying, hey, your account information has been compromised. Please click here to update your information, blah, blah, blah. I knew it was not true.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. There are usually some telltale signs. One of the things that you can do is if you get an email like that, they're called phishing emails, go to the website directly. because I know that if I went to PayPal's website and logged in, the first thing I'm going to see is, hey, you know, you need to finish this information, your account's limited, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
which was not the case. So definitely be wary of that kind of thing.
And some minor steps, Stephen, to help people so this doesn't happen. We talk about passwords. I thought my password was secure enough. I mean,
strong passwords, you don't want something based on a word if you can avoid it. You do want letters, numbers, special characters, exclamation marks, ampersand, whatever. A lot of people are starting to use passphrases, not just a password, but maybe the lyrics to your favorite song that you sing in the shower or something weird that only you are going to know, and that is much more difficult because there's such a large library of dictionary words that are used for these brute force attacks. If you pick something really long and really wacky, the chances of getting hacked are going to be much less.
Wow, Stephen Miano from That Computer Store in Irmo, thank you so much for always being our tech expert and letting us know all the things that we need to know. And of course, you can catch this segment. We'll have it posted on to our YouTube page as well and our website, so folks can come on and get all the information they need from you, Stephen. Thank you once again.